Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie. Welcome to this how-to technique video. What we're going to do today is we're going to do an embossing technique. We're going to colour our embossing and I'm going to show you how to make the holly stand out, and we're just going to use a few techniques to show you how to use Anna's inks as distressing inks. Now, as I go through everything, I'll tell you what I'm using and I'll also put a list at the bottom. I'm going to be using these embossing sheets in the next card project, so it'll be a Christmas project, and I just wanted to show you how to do it first because I know you all ask. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to start with my inking mat, sheet of plastic that's available. I think sometimes they're called a splat mat, something like that. Just protects everything that you're going to use. I've embossed two pieces of ivory card. Now, one I'm just going to put to one side so that you can see how it looked originally, and we're just going to use one of them. These are the embossed borders from the Baubles and Bell collection, and it's the Scattered Holly from Anna. I've used just plain normal ivory cardstock. So I've run it through my machine and it's embossed the perfect image. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to use an Adirondack Red Pepper Pen, and I'm going to just start colouring in the holly berries. I'm not going to do them perfectly, and there's a reason for why. And plus, I will say, for anybody that's not an artist or a colourer or have great dexterity skills, this one is a good one for you, because any mishaps, it's going to cover it up perfectly. So we're just going to colour in our holly berries like that. And you can see I'm not being careful, I'm just adding the colour on top of the berry like that. I won't do them all because I know you want to see all of it rather than just me colouring in. So there we go. I am going to end up doing it all, aren't I? Because it's not that many. Doesn't matter. Right. So those are all my berries. And you can see I've not made the perfect job. I've just got colour onto the berries. And excuse me. And that's what it's all about. Getting the colour onto the actual berries. So I'm going to use one of Anna's ink pads, and it's from the Christmas 2016 range, and it's called Evergreen. And I'm going to use it with my distressing blending tool. So all you do is you take your tool and just dab it onto the ink pad, and then we're going to swirl it onto our sheet, our embossing, like that. And we can add a bit more ink, and we can go all over the actual panel and just keep swirling it on quite lightly, and it will hit all the embossed raised layers, and as you're going from the edge it'll hit the edge as well. Now you can always add more colour, but you can't take it away. So just keep going until it's the colour that you're happy with. Now I'm just going to go back over that, and I'm going to darken the actual holly leaves because I want those to stand out more. So we've just gone over all that, and now I'm just going to go again over the berries, and they will darken a little bit like that. And as we get to the end, there we go. If you've got any marks that you think, oh, I'm being a bit heavy-handed there and it doesn't look right, just blend over it again and it'll blend in. So you're using it in exactly the same way as you would a distress ink, and it's still got that slip. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on to a different colour, and the colour is, let's have a look, Luminous Gold, again from Anna, and I'm going to get my Distress blending tool, and I always put a dot on the top so that I know which ink goes with which, you see. Very organised, I like to think. Now for this, we're just going to run this along the edge to begin with, and we're just going to take it all the way down, and again until we get the colour that we're looking for. Turn it round and do it again, and this is making the edge look as though it's distressed and old, and it's blending it into the green like so. Can you see? So I'm going to do the edge again at the other side because I want it a bit darker, like that. So you can just keep going until you're happy with the colour. Next, very lightly, I'm just going to go over the berries, just so they get a little bit of the gold as well. There we go. Just very lightly. And then that's our border strip with actually our colour on. So next, what I'm going to do is, because I'm happy with that, I'm going to add Glossy Accents to my holly berries, and you simply do that by taking, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, there we go. So I'm going to take my Glossy Accents, and then you simply go over your berry and add your Glossy Accents, and you see how we've not coloured it fantastically. Now you can't tell because you've got all the colours blended in from your inks. You've got your Glossy Accents that's highlighting your berries. There we go, we'll just do that edge. And that now needs to dry, but we're just going to keep going. At this point you would let that dry, but we're going to keep going because the last thing I want to add is some glitter. Now I'm using just a bog standard glitter glue. There's so many on the market. This one, great size bottle, massive, not a lot in cost. So I know there's the glitter glues that you get in the tiny pots, which are brilliant, but this one goes a lot further. I'll put details at the bottom, and I think for any of my US viewers you'll be able to get them in somewhere like Michael's or Joann's, somewhere like that. So you pull the top from it, give it a squeeze, and then what we do is we add the glitter just to one edge of the holly. I think my nozzle's bunged up, so just try this, like, there we go, that should fix that. Yep. So we add the glitter glue just to one edge of the holly because we're not wanting it to look like it's spandex. We're just wanting it to look just a little touch of glitter on it, and we're just highlighting part of the holly, not all of it, because we want it to be subtle. We don't want it to be in your face. So then we can go around the other side and add a tiny bit like that, and then we let it dry totally. But then you're finished and it will be ready for your projects. So that's the one we're going to let dry, and this is the one we did previously, and I think they look great, you know, perfect for your Christmas projects. This is how it started, so we can see the difference. And to say that you've just used Ivory cardstock and you've got it to look like this, it looks fab. So it's going to look great on our Christmas project that I'm going to do next. So I hope you've enjoyed this idea of how to get our embossing inked up and using our Glossy Accents and things. So if you've enjoyed it, please feel free to click the like button. Feel free to comment because I love hearing from you. And please watch the next video. See you next time. Bye.